In this video, I'm going to tell you how to manifest and how to manifest your new year, how to manifest the future, how to tell the universe what you want. And first, what is manifesting? Manifesting is telling the universe what you want. Duck's coming really close. Check this out. What is manifesting? What you focus on is drawn to you. It's also known as the law of attraction. It's manifesting, it's creative visualization. It's basically telling the universe what you want. So it can kind of pave the way for you to get it. My wife and I do this every year. Well, we try to do this every year. We tried to do it in 2019, and it was for some reason, it just wouldn't happen. We would set apart time to go and focus on this, and it just wouldn't happen. And then we tried again last year, and it didn't happen. And it's because, life was basically shut down for COVID with the lockdown and all that. And so we definitely pay attention to that. But we have had success. One year we were doing, we want to be surrounded by interesting people involved in metaphysical stuff. And within a couple of years, we were surrounded by these people. We had this stuff kind of just fell in place. And that's kind of an example of how it works. We're with Applied Precognition Project, a bunch of remote viewers, and we go to conferences and stuff and work with them. So how do I think it works? I think the universe, and this is, however you want to look at it, guides, God, the other side, your higher self, I think they want you to be happy. They want you to progress. They want you to build, to move forward, and to grow, and to meet your goals. But they also have to consider what's in your best interest. So you don't get everything you want. Otherwise, you aren't learning, you aren't developing, you aren't getting any better in this, as a soul, if everything is just given to you. So, you've got stuff to do here on earth in this life. I guess what I'm trying to say is you need to establish a path. You need to establish a direction. Otherwise, you're just going to wander aimlessly. So you kind of want to let the universe know that, okay, these are my goals. This is what I want. And it kind of sets it up where you are consciously or subconsciously focusing on achieving this stuff. And that's part of the law of attraction. That's part of manifesting. Okay, one caution with this is to be affirmative with it. So it's all positive things, what you do want. Don't use negatives, I don't want to struggle with paying rent anymore. I don't want to struggle with bills, because the universe doesn't hear don't. The universe only hears struggle with pay my bills, struggle with illness. So you want to say, I want to be healthy. I want to have an abundance of money. I want to have an excess of money. And there's also a difference between I want to love my job versus I want a job that I love. So be specific and use the affirmative. Really avoid telling the universe don'ts and negatives and not this, because it doesn't hear that way. It doesn't receive the message that way. Okay, so here's how to do it. Here are the steps. Here's how I do it with my wife. First, we plan what we want to plan. And this is kind of like how people do wishes in movies, because they're like, oh, wait a second. I have 3 wishes. I need to be cautious with how I do this. I need to figure out exactly how I want to wish this, because manifesting kind of works like wishes. So you want to be very specific. And so we kind of just talk, and usually we'll go to a restaurant or something. We'll sit down and eat chips and salsa and talk about, well, what do we want? Oh, I really love doing this. I love doing this video stuff. I love it. And I would love to be successful with it. And what is success? With this kind of thing, you want to be very specific. I'd like a lot of views. I'd like a lot of subscribers. And if you want to be very specific, you go, oh yeah, I want 2 million subscribers. That's a pretty big reach, but you also want to aim high. You want to go for it. You know, tell the universe really what you want. They aren't going to be like, that's ridiculous, Brett, you're an asshole. They aren't going to give you grief over what you want. Yeah, I would love to do this and do that. Sit there and really think about it. Get out a notepad, write down like what you want, and then tweak it and make it better and make it bigger. And don't just be like, well, you know, I want to be comfortable. What does comfort mean to you? Like, describe it, get into it. When you get excited about the idea, that's probably it. That's probably the goal, the thing you really want to manifest. So go with that. Okay, step number 2, you don't need to know how to get there or even if it's possible. Let the universe figure that out. And I know it sounds weird at this point, but that's how manifestation works. The thing is, you have to believe it. Like, you have to truly believe it, and your whole system has to be in alignment with it. So that means like you emotionally have to be accepting of that as a good thing. Like, you can't have reservations on this stuff. So me wanting 2 million subscribers, I have to be in alignment with that. I have to believe that that is a possibility. I mean, like, yeah, it could happen. Am I expecting that to happen tomorrow? No, but it's like, yeah, I'm in alignment with that idea. I could go for that. Physically, yeah, I don't feel a difference with that. It's different than me being like, you know what, I'm gonna start playing basketball and I'm gonna be in the NBA. No, that's unlikely because, you know, I'm old and I don't play basketball and I suck at basketball. Like, that's not in alignment with me, right? Doing things like being successful is something I'm already doing, kinda. Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm in alignment with that. Step 3, imagine that it's already happening. Feel it with all of your senses. Going with the 2 million subscribers, what's it feel like? I feel like I'm kind of successful with this. My work is paying off. It's a good feeling. I like it. I'm happy with it. And whatever it is that you're doing, try to feel it with all of your senses. So what does it look like? I don't think it looks a whole lot different. I might be busier. I imagine, I'm doing collaborations with people. I've got a lot more emails to deal with. You know, I might be working with other people. I might have money coming in from doing this. Imagine what it's like. Really feel like it's already happening. So this is cool. I get to actually have this happening. Now, another part of this is, you know, the goal is, every year we do this and try to set it up and tell the universe what we want. We want to manifest this every year, but it might take longer than a year to get there. That's not a big deal. I mean, as long as we're getting what we're looking for, that's pretty cool. And step 4, always include this or something better when you're asking for this stuff, when you're manifesting this stuff, because we only have like a pretty narrow perspective of what's going on around us, what's happening in our life, what's happening in our future. And so we want to tell the universe, it's okay, you have free reign to do this or something better, because there might be something that is more appropriate for me. It might be like 2 million subscribers. That's nothing. We've got this lined up and this lined up, and like, you don't even know about this thing yet. And it might be the most fantastic thing. I might be so happy with it. So yeah, this or something better. Like, this direction is where I'd like to go. If you guys see something way better, I'm all for it. Bring it. So an example for you might be that you want a nice house where you can afford the mortgage. But the universe might be like, how about an even bigger house that's already paid off? And again, you don't have to know how you get there. Let the universe figure it out. Let them get there. Let them bring you what you want. Oh, my fingers are cold. It is like really cold out. We don't do this here. Number 5, let it go. You don't have to hang on to this idea. Basically, you want to come up with what it is you want, come up with what you want to manifest, and then basically give it to the universe. Give it to the other side to work on. Because every time you stop and kind of decide, you know what, I'd rather have this, it kind of like resets that manifestation and like changes what the universe is working on. And so you kind of want to just like, okay, I figured it out. Now I don't have to put my energy into it, and I don't have to think about it anymore. The universe is on it, and you can change your focus and go on to other things. And basically it's out there in the universe, and your guides and whoever is working on helping you to manifest what you want. There's something that witches do that can be applied here, and it has to do with keeping your spell a secret. Because the more people that know about the spell, the more people that are putting their intentions and their ideas on whatever it is you're doing, on your spell. And so, I mean, that's how I know it. I'm not a witch. I don't know the full deal, but it might work the same way with putting out intentions for manifesting. You know, you don't necessarily need a bunch of other people involved in what they want for you. This even works on a mundane level. You don't tell people your plans until they're solid, until you have something actually going, because people will interfere, either intentionally or unintentionally. So yeah, it's a good idea to just kind of keep this secret. And I don't mean you have to like, don't tell anybody that you want 2 million subscribers. Like, whatever. Like, that's not, nobody's going to be interfering with that, because it's kind of out of everybody's hands. I mean, you know, don't unsubscribe. It's not what I'm saying, but you know. And then step 6 is to pay attention. Pay attention to the opportunities that show up. You're going to need to follow this path that leads to what you want. So, like, I can't want 2 million subscribers and then just quit putting out videos. I have to keep doing that. And it might be that someone shows up that wants to work with me, and that might be a huge deal for me. And so I want to take that. I want to take that opportunity. You know, just start paying attention and making the right choices. That's another way that manifestation works. It's not just a straight up wish where you go, I wish for this, and then you wake up tomorrow and you have it. You have to be willing to follow what opportunities you're given to get you to this point. So getting that house, you have to look for houses. You have to be open to it. You have to let it happen, and be in the right place for it to happen. For getting that job, you can't just expect that it's just going to fall in your lap. You're co-working these things with the universe. It's not just sitting back and letting it happen. So pay attention, because opportunities will present themselves that help you with your goal, help you with your manifestation. And if you don't get what you want, it doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you've got something else coming for you, okay? And I suppose that's it. I'm freezing, so I gotta get out of here. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, comment, let me know. Don't tell me, but you can tell me about the times you have manifested things and they have worked. If you wanna get in contact with me, email me, and we can set up a session, whatever. That's a lot of stuff. All right, thanks for watching. Ooh, so cold.